What up, though? Good morning and welcome to another episode of Aim Opinionated. It's your man, Negus the God. Although I go by a lot of names, monikers, and one appellation, that's what I'm rocking with. Uh, Thank you for getting up with me this morning. You know, uh, found my jug. So happy about that. But and you know that jug is filled with my new favorite brand of coffee, that fat milk coffee from my dude Twan. Man, good luck again for the fat milk coffee. Um, and I'm gonna start off with this since I'm talking about fat milk coffee. Remember to support small and black businesses. They need you more than ever right now. You dig? So support fat milk coffee from my guy Twan. Um, and I'm gonna have him back on the show pretty soon. So so he can tell you more about his brand. But this morning, I'm like more than likely, with the exception of tomorrow, tomorrow's notoriously opinionated. Uh, when I'm on here solo dolo, I think I'm gonna be on my political kick until at least the 20th. Until the transition of power occurs, I think I'm gonna be on my civics kick. I'm gonna be on my government kick. I'm gonna be on my crime and punishment kick almost, because that's what we're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might be what I changed the name of this particular episode to, crime and punishment. You know, right now it's called the impeachment episode, but it's more to it than that. It's more to it than whether or not Trump should be impeached. Now, I don't remember whether he was a senator or a congressman, but he's in Congress in Michigan. I want to say he's a senator. He's a senator in Michigan that was talking about how he is leaning towards uh, voting for an impeachment of Trump, right? Because let's just be honest. Although the Democrats are pushing Mike Pence right now to go forward with this 25th Amendment business, it's not gonna happen. No matter what Trump says about Mike Pence, no matter what Trump said on the day of the Capitol attack about Mike Pence is not going to uh he's not going to go forward with any 25th Amendment to remove the president from. That's not gonna happen, you know. Now, let's go back one statement. What did Trump say that what hasn't Trump said that should piss Mike Pence off? Like, Trump has alienated everybody that has gotten close to him as soon as they do one thing that he does not so desire, right? So what was that one thing that Mike Pence did? So Mike Pence chose not to illegally intervene in the certification of Joe Biden as the new president, right? That pissed Trump off because Joe Biden did not intervene and he did not intervene in certifying Joe Biden as the new president elect, which meant that the Trump administration is over with. You know, that had to sting for Trump, but why? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no evidence of voter fraud. His party, the Democratic Party, everybody's party, the Tea Party, the Teacup Party, the everybody's party was like, hey man, there was no fraud. So there was nothing legally that Mike Pence could have done to step in and say, no, Joe Biden should not be the president-elect of the United States. But Trump wanted him to do it. Pence didn't do it. And then uh Trump goes on, because that's when he still has a little Twitter account, right? So Trump goes on a tweet rant talking about how Pence didn't have the courage to not certify Joe Biden, right? Well, that tweet went out as the attack on the Capitol was happening. People still got their phones with the ability to look at their phones and see what the president is tweeting out, right? Next thing you know, they turned from wanting Nancy Pelosi to wanting Mike Pence. Not that they still didn't want to get Nancy Pelosi, but now they talking about hang Mike Pence, hang Mike Pence, hang Mike Pence. Why? Because Buddy didn't want to break the law for you. You did. So now they chanting hang Mike Pence. Now here's the cold thing about it. While there is an attack on the Capitol, where the entire line of succession is present. You know what I'm saying? This was like a bad script of Designated Survivor. Like, who was the Designated Survivor? You know what I'm saying? Like, because the whole line of success, like at least 1, 2, and 3 was all in Congress that day. You know what I'm saying? Mike Pence, who Nancy Pelosi and old Mitch, you know, they was all there. That's the entire line of succession. Could have got murked. And Trump talking about how Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do something, knowing all these crazy people is listening to every syllable, or rather reading every syllable that he tweets, you know, and reacting and responding to it in kind. They already outraged. They've already stormed the Capitol building. So why would Trump say something to further incite these people against the dude that he chose as his running mate? So, so now there is 25th Amendment versus impeachment. You got some Republicans that's talking about this is not the time for impeachment talks. This is going to, because if Trump gets impeached, then it's going to further incite those supporters of his who are hell bent on violence and hell bent on destruction. I don't think they need much more, because when you attack the Capitol building and then the dude that basically told you to do it says, "We love you, we miss you, come home." That's kind of all the fuel they really need. You know what I'm saying? Was that it's like when a child does something and they like, "Ooh, mommy, ooh, daddy, look at what I can do. Look at me, look at me, look at me." And then they do something that they feel is noteworthy and they get the praise from their parent, right? "Oh, that was fantastic. That was good. That was good." That encourages them. You know, that's encouragement. They didn't need the Proud Boys and all the rest of these crazy. They didn't need no further fuel to. They didn't need no further fuel in their tank. Him telling them, "We love you, we miss you, come home," was gas enough. Trust me, it's all they needed. They need nothing else. So, if that just goes to show you again that Trump gives not one damn about nobody but Trump. He ain't give a damn about Mike Pence. He ain't give a damn about all these Republicans that for real started flipping and switching, you know, to accommodate him. He didn't give a damn. He didn't give a damn about none of that. He didn't give a damn about none of the Republicans that rocked with him and rolled with him, albeit politically. You know what I'm saying? It was all politics, um, but he didn't give a damn about their lives. You know, he didn't give a damn about who made it to a secure location and who didn't. You know, he didn't care about none of that. All he cared about was to perpetuate this particular fraud that he was still going to be the president after January the 20th, and that Joe Biden didn't beat him by over 5 million votes. That's all it was, right? Um, Now, that being the case, I'm going to move forward, then move back, then move forward. It's going to be like a little dance I'm going to do. So before I get to all that, or before I re-engage and all that again, let's get to my first opinion. So Bill Belichick is the coach of the New England Patriots. I'm going to say that again. Bill Belichick is the coach of the New England Patriots. The Patriots is a patriot is what these Proud Boys consider themselves to be. There are other militia groups. There are other right-wing terrorist organizations, domestic terrorist organizations that refer to themselves as patriots, right? So it's not unfamiliar that they would either don Patriots hats or be fans of the New England Patriots, you know. Uh, so the Trump administration and Donald Trump offered Bill Belichick the the National Medal of Freedom, right? Which is basically they say it's the highest honor that a civilian could receive, right? It's like an athlete getting a gold medal in the Olympics, you know, so it's like a gold medal for civilians, right? So to receive this is supposed to be this prestigious honor. Uh Past recipients, as I look down the list of who had before received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, is people like, Jesse Jackson and got it, Martin Luther King. I saw that Trump gave it to Tiger Woods. Uh, like, people have got it posthumously. They gave it to Lyndon B. Johnson posthumously. Come on, man. If there was no further joke than to give it to Lyndon B. Johnson, or it's a joke to me, you know what I'm saying? But if there was nothing more, what's up, more? If there was no more blasphemous claim that this nation is not racist, is to give the Medal of Freedom to Lyndon B. Johnson posthumously. Come on, man. Anyway, all right, what's up, little bro? What it is? Um, my little brother rocking with me this morning. Hey, what's up, Joe? Um, yeah, so I'm talking about this line of succession. I'm talking about the fact that the president did not want to come off of the fantasy that he was going to be in office past January the 20th. Mad because, real talk, morning grind. Morning grind. And so now I'm talking about how he offered the basically the gold medal of civilian medals to Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick was like, nah, I'm good. You know what? I don't know what Bill Belichick was thinking. This is my notorious opinion as to what I believe Bill Belichick was thinking, right? Before the Capitol attacks, yeah, this might look good on my mantle with my Super Bowl rings. I'll have a Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's like a gold medal, you know. Yeah, I really don't mess with Trump. See, the owner of my team, you know, Robert Kraft, Bob Kraft, that's who really messes with Trump. I really don't. If for no other reason, then I need to play the like Bill Belichick is like the closest facsimile of Aaron Burr that I could think of. It's like, man, you don't know what the hell Bill Belichick believe in. You know, he don't tell you who he's with or who he's for. You know, who he's against or who he's for rather. You just don't know. You know, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is standing there for a whole hour and will have said 5 words. You dig? So you don't know what he's standing for or what he's against. But I believe that Bill Belichick knew that while his locker room was split as far as support for Donald Trump, if he would have accepted that, if he would have went to Washington and accepted that Medal of Freedom, it was over with. He would have not only lost the black players that he did have, they wouldn't have played for him, number one. And I don't mean they're under contract. They're under contract, so they have to take the field. That don't mean I got to play hard. That don't mean that I have to play hard enough to help you win. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play hard enough to fulfill my contract and make other teams want to look at me. You know what I'm saying? To where after I leave your bum ass team, then I can go somewhere else and do something else for somebody else, right? So I think even Bill Belichick's decision not to go to Washington and accept the Medal of Freedom was political, because now comes the Capitol attack. Look, before the Capitol attack, he might have been thinking about it. After the Capitol attack, because if you hear the words of Bill Belichick, he didn't say, I made a decision that I'm not going to go to Washington and accept it. No, that's not what he said. He said, the decision has been made. The decision has been made for me not to accept this Medal of Freedom, right? The decision was made by who, Bill? You know what I'm saying? Like, who made the decision? What's up, Jason? What it is, bro? So if Belichick didn't make the decision, that let me know the way that he worded it, the decision was not solely his. The decision was a family decision. The decision was a locker room decision. The decision was a decision that was more than just his decision to not allow Trump to put a Medal of Freedom around his neck as some high honor of civilian commitment. You know what I'm saying? To a dude that just incited freaking insurrection. Now, that goes back and takes me back. Like I said, I'm gonna run forward and then I'm gonna run backwards. All right. So I'm gonna run forward, backtrack, and then hop. So the whole thing now is 25th Amendment versus impeachment, right? So what good would it really do to impeach Trump? Honestly, a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because to be perfectly honest with you, and to go headlong against what this dude in Michigan said, talking about, well, after the statements that he made during the Capitol attack and after the statements that was made to incite the Capitol attack, because for real, the Republicans can't think of anything of merit to support not impeaching this dude. They don't have anything. They can't see anything that does not merit an impeachment that Trump has said or done. Right now, let's go back. So he did all this incitement to riot for these Proud Boys and all this other shit, you know. Now, there's a lot that can happen. That's what I was just about to say. There's a lot that can happen from now until the 20th, right? Now, it's a lot that he could do because he still has the power of that seat. He still has the power of that office, and he has it all the way till the 19th. You dig? He got it all the way till Joe Biden takes the oath of office, right? And so he still got nuclear codes. He still is privy to the daily talks that they have, talking about national security, you know what I'm saying? And even though like all of his social media accounts have been squashed, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no and that's not doing anything setting him even more, you know, like the fact that he can't go out and get his little Twitter fingers to working, you know. If he would have exercised as much as he tweeted, if he would have went, if he would have not went to McDonald's, nah, I don't know, but if he would have, I ain't gonna go there. My thing is this dude used Twitter, right? This dude used Twitter as uh as a circumvention of the national line of how you're supposed to put information out to the public, how you're supposed to get information to other national leaders. Exactly. Exactly. So he would get a nice little, so that's that golden parachute package that most heads of corporations get. Even after they drive their company into the dirt, they still get this golden or platinum parachute, you know. Because what does a parachute do when you falling out the sky, right? You falling out the sky and you about to die and you need that lifeline, you know. That's that parachute that saves your life, you know. Now, if you got a shoddy ass parachute like something he would give his assistant, that mug might not even eject. You dig? When you got that gold and that platinum parachute, that mug damn near got Bluetooth. You dig? You can tell that joint exact. You can coordinate coordinates, you know, and go exactly where you want to go. Now, he needs to be stripped of his powers because if you don't believe that he is or he will, he does have plans to run again. You know, he has plans to run again. You know, he has one more term. He was only a one-term president. So if he wanted to, he could run again for another term. Those terms do not have to be in succession, you know? So, um, so I think he's setting himself up, now to say, hey, look what I did before I left office, you know. Oh yeah, well, most of them, whether you are in uh POTUS, COTUS, or SCOTUS, you're gonna get a lifetime pension. You know, you're gonna get like they get a certain amount of money for life. They get like 50 racks a year just for decor. You know, I mean that's just to furnish their house. They get 50 racks. You dig? So, or at least 50 racks. But they get, you know, it's like tenure. You know, for most of them, it's like tenure. And they're gonna get Secret Service protection for the rest of their lives. You know, um, but my thing is this: is it just going to be impeachment? You know, because the article of impeachment cites the reason for impeachment being insurrection. So if he incited, like I was saying last night on Solo Dolo of Notoriously Opinionated, right? If Trump is, if there's merit to say that Trump incited the insurrection upon the Capitol building, and that thusly making him the almost the mastermind of the plot. You know what I'm saying? He stirred the pot of the plot and said and sent that message forward, you know, and then had minions that he knew about move on those orders. That's something like Rico, you know. That's something like Rico. That's something like um Kingpin. A sort of Kingpin statute could be implemented, you know. And then there was, in the commission of that felony, there was a murder. I'm not going to say a murder. There was a death. There was a death in the commission of a felony, right? Which could be construed as felony murder for each and every one of them, including Trump. You know, man, fuck Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz a bitch. You know, Ted Cruz been a bitch. And the cold thing about, bro, Jay, don't get me on Ted Cruz, man, because Ted Cruz, I could do a whole show just on, I could name a whole show of how Ted Cruz is a bitch, right? Because first he was against Trump, then he was sucking Trump's dick, then he was against Trump again. Fuck Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz don't know where he stand. But I'll give Ted Cruz this. Ted Cruz is one of the epitomes of a true fucking politician, because you don't know where the hell he stands. He don't know where he stands. You know, he don't know what the hell he believes in. Like, real talk, you know, it just depends on which way the wind blows, you know. And so, like I said last night on Notoriously Opinionated, like the ancestor Frederick Douglass said, if you're not going to fight for yourself and you are able to do so, then you can't expect anybody else to fight for you. Who the hell going to fight for Ted Cruz when Ted Cruz don't fight for itself? You know what I'm saying? Trump disrespected everybody in that dude's family, and he ended up sucking his dick when he got elected. Fuck Ted Cruz. You dig? Fuck Ted Cruz for real. Dude's a bitch. And I got a little heated because I just hate bitch ass dudes like this. Trump talked about his wife, his father, he talked about his whole freaking family. You know what I'm saying? And Ted Cruz ended up riding with him. Fuck Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz, man, fuck Ted Cruz. Anyway, I told you I could do a whole episode called "Fuck Ted Cruz." You dig? And just go and drum up all of the greatest hits of how Ted Cruz is a bitch. You know, Trump could have grabbed his. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna even go there. Anyway, back to it. So to wrap this, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm curious as to what Pence is going to do, even though I already know Pence is not going to file any 25th Amendment, anything against Trump. But I'm very curious as to how many Republicans actually vote to impeach Trump, because the Democrats already got the votes, you know, and they already got the votes to push forward with impeachment in Congress. And so when it gets to the Senate, normally where things like that go to die, you know, I'm just curious as to how that's going to play out. Honestly, Uh, yeah. Uh, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I wanted to get into a little bit more of the three branches of government, but I think I'm gonna save that for next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, unless other things come up that are more pressing, I want to get into uh, the three branches of government, and how it has gone when one party has had control of all three branches of government, which was the case for at least a couple of years with Trump, and which I believe will be the case again in the Biden administration when Biden packs the court, because that's exactly what he's going to do. He is not going to let uh, the Supreme Court of the United States lean to the right while he's president, when he has the opportunity to pack the court and um, have more liberal thinking Supreme Court justices in the court. And you may not understand how important that is, when for real, my notorious opinion is that's really one of the most important things that you should be voting on in regards to the president, is that he has the power to choose who goes on the Supreme Court. That impacts you, whether you realize it or not. But we're going to get into that next Tuesday on AM Opinionated. Tune in tomorrow at 8:30 for the primetime edition of Notoriously Opinionated, man. It's going to be a great show. Remember, support small and black businesses, man. Coronavirus is killing more than just people around the world. It's killing businesses. It's killing dreams. Support this channel. Support Notoriously Opinionated on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share, do all that. Hit that like button. Just absolutely obliterate it. You know what I'm saying? Obliterate the like button. Share it. Subscribe to the channel Notoriously Opinionated on YouTube. This goes out to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope. Good morning, cousin. How you doing, Rhonda K? Um, I'm just rapping now. Um, but if you have not yet subscribed to Notoriously Opinionated on YouTube, go subscribe right now. My goal for 2021 is to get 1,000 subs on YouTube. Right, that's my bottom goal. Like that is what is now the ceiling. That once I achieve, it's gonna become my floor. And I'm gonna climb up to the next level of the game. Right. So, what else? Oh yeah, seize the moment. You might not make it through the whole day. So all that seize the day crap, okay, you can. We live in moments though. So seize the moment, just in case you don't make it through the whole day. It's been your man, Negus the God, aka Scrap, aka Momo Muate and Bonisi. I'm gonna break it all down for you later on. I'm out. Peace.